my 4th video of the day. Okay, and this is definitely the last one. I think I was pushing it a little bit. Okay, so this is my comparison review of 2 lash growth products. I'm sure everyone has heard of LiLash, and that's this right here. Now, Blushingpixie has done a phenomenal video in regards to the side effects of this particular product. Very, very brave to do that, and I'm sure she's helped many, many people. So I kind of got into this lash growth products probably in the last year or so. It's either a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. I really, honestly, the days just go woo. So, and I originally got into them because I had seen Laura Lollipop26's videos. I think she was the first one to introduce me to all of these lash growth products. I think she had tried 3 or 4 by that time, by the time she had gotten a video up. And you know what? I have to say, honestly, my first thought when I heard about these things were, oh my gosh, why would anybody want to do it? I mean, why? You don't know. It's not been proven yet. It's your eyes, this, that, and whatever. And because I just sort of heard it, and that's what I love about YouTube, is that you can actually see somebody who's used it, see the different results, see what their take is on it, and really it becomes more of a tangible thing rather than something out in the ether that you just sort of heard about. You know, I kind of felt that way about LASIK surgery as well. I was like, oh my gosh, it's your eyes, and I don't know, and it's a laser on that sucker, and of course now it's kind of commonplace. And I know many, many friends of mine have gotten it done, and they've just been, if I had known, I would have done it years and years earlier. And of course I was like, but you don't know what's going to happen in 20 years. It could be spontaneous blindness and la 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 la. But you know, it's been 20 years now, roughly 15, maybe 20, something like that. So, and you know, they've got Latisse now, which is the prescription grade. I think everyone knows about it being a glaucoma medication, and the side effects were that people got really, really long lashes. So that's where they kind of harnessed that particular ingredient and tried to make it for the beauty industry. And I found that when I watched Laura's video last year, it really kind of destigmatized the whole thing, and I did venture into it. I did a ton of research beforehand, just for my own edification, and just the fact that I felt like I wasn't doing something just off the cuff on one video and here I go. I definitely am a little bit more of a skeptic, and I just feel more comfortable doing my own research so that I come across it and I feel like I've made an informed decision with anything in life, really. So I went ahead and there was another one, actually. She was mentioning this other brand, and I don't know what the heck it was called. Darn it. Nuts. I should have made notes. Anyways, they had reformulated because there was sort of a litigious battle going on between that company and the company that had this particular ingredient, so they had to take it out, and then they reformulated it, and it never worked again for a lot of people. The ginormous lash or something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, because I was going to get that one first, and then I heard that when they took out an ingredient, it no longer worked effectively. So she really, really loved LiLash. So I went ahead and I got LiLash. I found a great, great person in the States that supplied them. It was a bit pricey, you know, $120, ain't no chump change, but I tried it and loved it. I really, really loved it. I didn't get any real irritation. If I had gotten actual irritation, I would have stopped using it immediately. But my eye maybe felt a little bit tired in the beginning just because I think it was getting used to it. And I definitely saw results. I think they said to wait 4 to 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I saw them really quite quickly in about 2 weeks. And for somebody who's had Asian stubby lashes, to the point where I never even bothered wearing mascara. I mean, mascara, honestly, is a new thing for me. I've only been wearing it for about a year and a half, maybe. My entire life, forget it. What's the point? Never worked. Stubby, I mean beyond stubby. Honestly, it was, for those of you who already have lashes, and most Caucasians, well, I'm going to generalize here, so please, you know, no comments, but usually do have some lashes. If I had some, I probably wouldn't have gone into, but I had like none. It was not good. So I tried it. As I started to use it more, I did get those side effects. I got a real darkening of the eye, not my iris. And I think that darkening really is for people who are light colored eyes, like blue eyes or green eyes, hazel. You will probably see, but because mine are obviously very, very dark, I wouldn't see that kind of discoloration. But I did notice the dark circles. And if there was a time where, like I said before, there was like a couple of weeks there where my next tube of this hadn't come yet, you will get fallout. Your lashes will fall out. And I went from being somebody who really didn't have a problem with dark circles to all of a sudden having dark circles, and I had to go and find a concealer, a different concealer now than the one that I've been using for years, and so it was a little bit of work. But I definitely got long lashes from it. So this does work. I went off of it, and for a reason. I mean, the darkening and the falling of the lashes, I mean, that's just not good. Mind you, the falling of the lashes wasn't too traumatic for somebody like me who never really had them to begin with. It was kind of like starting back at square one, but you know, it really bites when you have bald spots there. Okay, so then here comes Rapidlash. I was at London Drugs and they had this on sale for $39.99. I think it was regularly $59.99. So even at regular price, it's half the cost of this. So at $39.99, 40 bucks versus $120. And okay, you know what? I was a little bit judgmental. I thought, you know, what's a $40 product going to do? Because I had to pay $120. And so that's probably works and this is not, because, I mean, why is there such a huge gap in price? So that's kind of what I thought at first. And when I used this, mind you, what I was really using it for was to kind of calm down that space between stopping this. I didn't want lash fallout, and I thought this may at least compensate for that. It might not give me long lashes, but at least it may prevent the fallout. So that's really what I was using this for. And I'm pleasantly surprised it's actually kept the length. And in fact, in some areas, it's gone longer. So this bumped up the LiLash for me. I don't know if that would have happened if I just started with this, if I would have gotten it longer than the LiLash, but because it's almost like, you know, when you use a different shampoo, all of a sudden your hair really responds because it's something different. So I don't know if it's just that, but, and I didn't get the dark circles anymore. So for this to work as good as LiLash, in the lengthening department, not have dark circles is a huge bonus, and not to mention the cost. I mean, it's half the cost, and if you can get it on sale, which I think a lot of the times, you know, with drugstores, they do put these things on sale. I mean, the next time I see it at $39, I'm going to grab a few of them for sure. The only difference is that with this, I had a natural curl to my lashes. If you would see it without any product, there would be that sloping just naturally, so that when I would use a curl and do it, I mean, I just got like kapow. It was like, woo! This doesn't give me that. This doesn't give any kind of curl. It does give the lengthening, but it doesn't give any curl. So I don't know what the heck that ingredient was that gives you that curl, because it was beautiful, I have to say. I do kind of miss it. But it's so much better for me to use this, in my mind, because number one, I don't have to worry about the super, super dark circles. Now, mind you, everyone's going to be different. I've only been using it for a little while, probably a month maybe, 3.5 weeks, a month. So I don't know if it's going to start creating the dark circles, but as of right now, I'm not getting the dark circles. I'm definitely still got the length that I had, so I'm able to keep that length, if not a little bit more. And I find with this, because I was just sort of doing this, I'm a lot more careful, because I noticed it does give me more length, that I just put it more on certain areas where I want it more in the corner, so I'll kind of concentrate it there. So I'm a little bit more specific on how I put this on. But all in all, I think if you're going to take the jump into lash growth, perhaps bypass LiLash, unless you really want that sort of curvature. Some people are willing to do that. But I think at a fraction of the cost, and it does keep the length that LiLash had already created, you know, this might be for you. So anyways, again, do your own research. I can't stress that enough. Please don't just go by what I'm saying. So hopefully that helps.